Good evening, Final Fantasy and Timespinner, Randomizer, Archipelago fans, and welcome to the round 4 matchup of undefeated Titans here in the first inaugural Final Fantasy Randomizer and Timespinner AP tournament. We have two teams tonight that are both 3-0. We have the team Hard Rath and team Carry On My Wayward Sons. My name is Luffy. I'm joined in the booth by Hate. How you doing, Hate?
I'm doing all right. A little bit rushed on things because, doing the restreaming and potentially doing a little bit of tracking here. But, aside from that, doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to do this together tonight. It's going to be a total team effort, and we're going to be expecting chat to help us as well at some points.
Yeah, and I just now realized I just dropped the gate on him at the top of the hour, so we got 10 minutes to cover all the crap that's been going on here.
This is what happens with live TV, fam.
Tonight I am apparently not a smart man. So why don't we cover some of the history of the stuff that's gone on with this tournament? Just to, catch people up.
Yeah, it sounds good. So we were in round 4 here of a Archipelago Final Fantasy Randomizer Timespinner combo tournament. We have two teams that have been undefeated through the first several weeks here tonight in Team Hard Wrath and Team Carry On My Wayward Sons. So this should be a really good matchup. The team that wins tonight going to give themselves a real good shot at making the finals next week.
Yeah, and it's going to be... Most of it's been a double elimination tournament, but the last round, so we don't have a massive last round, it's going to go a little bit differently because there's going to be three teams advancing from this week. And there's going to be a play-in of those three teams. It's basically going to be a three-way race to see who gets third, kind of what it boils down to. So yeah, it's going to be kind of an interesting one. Now, Go ahead.
No, I was going to say you're right. So this is going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out tonight because the loser of this matchup tonight is going to go into kind of playing that round robin like you were talking about, and the winner is going to give themselves a good shot, but they'll still have a match next week as well. So nobody's just getting a free pass here into the finals. We still got to race and earn our way in.
Yeah, and nobody's getting really a truly free walk in the park, which, I'm kind of glad for that.
Yeah, I mean, we want to compete. This is all about, competitiveness and having fun. So, no free rides here.
Yeah. And, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of this goes out. Both of these teams have put together some really impressive runs so far. Like, we've seen Chanigan pull out, I believe it was like a 38-minute or something. They pull out a pretty quick seed on that one.
Yeah, I think week 2 he had a 38-minute time spinner run. Chanigan. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm part of Carry On My Wayward Sons, so I'm a little biased tonight. But I'm Sonny and Admiral try hard, good friends of mine as well. But Chanigan, he's been putting in work. We've been practicing almost every day. He's been really improving his game. I'm excited to see how he does tonight.
Yeah, and he's been one of the people who's been playing Timespinner in the oops, I just realized I'm resizing the wrong thing there all of a sudden. I'm doing it live. He's been one of the people who's been playing Timespinner pretty much since since it came up on the FFR server. Which it's where I got my start on it too, because the game moves so smooth and just feels so good.
Yeah, big shout out to the developer of that Bodhi, who has done a fantastic job of, making a game that just really, like you said, plays very well. I'm playing my vanilla playthrough right now, and it is just, it's chef's kiss gorgeous. It's smooth, it runs really well, the mechanics are good, the platforming's fantastic. It's just a really just great game.
I enjoy the heck out of it. And as you can hear, it's got kind of a nice chill soundtrack at the start, and as it goes through, there's just some real bangers in there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of really good video game music. Final Fantasy VII have some real special music near and dear to my heart that Timespinner really does a real nice job too.
Yeah. So just to cover some of the history of how these teams have got here, round one, Hard Rath took on Please Give Me a Meatball, which was Shadow Mr. T and Professor Renderer. They took that one with a combined time of 114 minutes, 31 seconds, so need to look at the right thing all of a sudden. Let me see, it looks like that one came out at, 158.38. Or 159.30. 159.31. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at Carry On My Wayward Son's winning time for round one, which was versus Fiends and Family, which was Dead Pulse and Crimdall.
Yeah, two pretty big titans there, if you know Final Fantasy and Timespinner here. Dead Pulse, Duckling Supreme a couple seasons ago. Very, very competitive in everything he does. Winter Dab champion last year, this year, Winter Dab champion. Shout out Pickles and Beer. But Dead Pulse, just overall, a really quality runner, fantastic at the game. And Crimdall, I mean, if you know Timespinner, you know Crimdall.
Yeah, Crimdall was the second place winner of the first Timespinner tournament that they did over on Speed Gaming Live 2021. And he has put in some impressive runs as well. Yep. I believe one of them he put in like a 27-minute run.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast you guys can knock this game out when you get in your go mode. And that's just like we were saying a little earlier. That's just a shout out to how well the game plays.
Yeah, I enjoy it so much. And let's see here. So, and Carry On My Wayward Sons, we just went over them. Week 2, excuse me, we had Hard Rath versus Bubble Soda Co., whoever those unknowns are. Yeah. No, that was myself and my partner, Saracen. Sonny Rath and Admiral Tryhard put together a time of 109.18. And I had finished up mine in 50.09. But unfortunately, Saracen ran into some horrible RNG and Tiamat with round 1 nuke multiple times. Whereas Carry On My Wayward Sons took on Robin Wizard Hat, which was Spell Zap and Zenobian. And hello, and that is our tracker, Math Girl, joining us.
Hey, Math Girl, welcome to the party.
Because I took us live 10 minutes early because sometimes I don't brain so well.
I'll be quiet.
It's fine. I just posted the race room for you in the broadcast channel as well, MG.
Let's see here. And week 3, we had Carry On My Wayward Sons taking on Duck's Soup. Which Duck Soup is another really impressive group. That is Papa Dukes and Waffle Soup.
Yeah. So Waffle Soup, winner of Speed Gaming Live last year for Timespinner, and Papa Ducks, Duckling Supreme 2 Duck Derbies ago. So again, quality runners there.
Yeah, and that one, Hard Rath actually faced off against Boots.
Yeah.
Boots is it's actually the first boss that you fight in the vanilla version of Timespinner. It is a half-destroyed robot cat named Boots because, well, the cat that voiced it is called Boots. That was our version of a bye. And that brings us to this week.
Yeah, the first matchup of week 4 here. The matchups of the 2 undefeated teams left. We'll see how it plays out. We got some really good runners tonight. We're about, we got the race room up here. I'd say about 2 minutes or so from being able to see our runners do some stuff.
Plus or minus. Yeah, should be soon. We can, not have to worry about babbling as much. Actually comment on the action.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's why we're here. We're here to watch them race. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I can listen to you talk all night, though, Hades, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the only problem with having to talk all night is I only have so much water next to me.
Yeah, I poured myself an adult beverage tonight because I start vacation in a day, so I'm just enjoying myself.
Very nice, very nice. Whereas I Wish I had taken tomorrow off, because I forgot that when I pre-ordered the, excuse me, Strangers in Paradise, the Final Fantasy Origins, I forgot that I got early access to it, which starts in like 3 hours.
Yep, that comes out, I believe, for people that aren't getting that on Friday. Very excited because Friday is my birthday, so I will also be purchasing that.
Well, happy pre-birthday then.
Thanks, bud.
Right. Runners should be getting going here very, very soon now, because I dropped the gate pretty close to the top of the hour exact.
Mm-hmm. Math girl saying in chat that she's showing a little bias here because her boyfriend's in the race. Yeah, that's understandable, but like I said earlier, I'm a little biased as well. Sawney and Admiral are good friends of mine. Yeah, Sawney's been a real chill dude ever since I joined the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, but I'm rooting for my guys tonight.
All right, and we are off, and it looks like we saw level 1 fade, which looks like slot 3. That's actually Red Mage learnable, so that forced Red Mage they had, actually useful.
Mm-hmm. Shum with the reroll right here, going White Mage, getting rid of that fighter. Gonna go Black Belt Thief, White Black, which I thought he should have done in the beginning, but that's okay.
Yeah, you know, he didn't lose too much time on it. And
Yeah.
It looks like Timespinner got a start of the blue orb, which is the starting orb in vanilla, and Umbral Flames, which is a chaos spell based off of the Umbra orb. Or Dark Flames. It's called Flames. It's a lie. It's, not.
So houses for sale there in Canary as well. Kind of expensive at about 2K, but once we get some money, it won't really matter.
Yep, and it looks like Chanigan may have forgotten to disconnect his text client.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, Infernal Flames. Now, that is actually something that will be very useful, though, because that will give access to certain parts of the present once they can access certain areas of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we see Sonny and Shum both pulling into Toph. Looks like they're going to go loot out those chests, which, given that it's oops, all loose, kind of need to do.
Yeah, Shum made a quick pit stop over there to the Dwarf Cave, saving just outside Temple of Fiends and then taking the walk over to Dwarves. I like that play. It saves a bit of time.
Yeah, and that way if you get garbage from the Dwarves, you can just reset and call out.
Mm-hmm.
Something I might have to adapt. Well, if I were the one playing FFR. Saracen is a much better FFR player than I am, so he's been the one who's been running FFR, though he is also quite a capable Timespinner player.
Looks like I saw a Gear 1 pickup there for Admiral Tryhard.
Yeah. And it looks like the King just giving out an ancient coin, which is... It's gear. It's something.
I think you could sell that, right, for a little bit of money?
Yes, you can if you need to. It is also just a little bit of defense and I think a little bit of luck. And Princess just pulling up, giving him a little bit of cash, pulling out a purse and going, here's some cash. Here's your tip. Thanks for the rescue.
Yeah, money's already good. Don't spend it all in one spot.
Wasn't even a good amount of it. It was kind of a pittance.
Yeah.
All right, and we are seeing some divergence between the Timespinner players. We got Tryhard going down to the upper caves of banishment, and Chanigan just proceeding forth into the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Starting in the castle ramparts. Taking the time to set some people on fire, get a little bit of XP.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like from Matoya, we are pulling the Arm Cannon and an Eternal Brooch. The Arm Cannon is a spell based off of the Gun Orb. It is a little bit of a slow cast, but it does some great damage.
Mm-hmm. Shum doing the same thing here. Getting a Coral Sword -1, I think, there as well. That's something for the Thief to do, but he's going to reset out of that. He doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
We got level 1 Fade, level 1 Fast, and Bane as well. So not the best sweeper for this Red Mage here that they have, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, it is a perfectly cromulent spell.
Oh, they got a black mage. Never mind. They're even finer. They're fine. And we got dueling pirates here.
Yo ho ho. All right, and it looks like upper banishment play may have helped a little bit. That is an early cube for Sani that excuse me, that Shum hasn't pulled out yet, or hasn't received yet, but it was just that and some cash, so it's not the most valuable stuff.
Yeah, the cube is nice. It's going to get us into Sky Temple. We'll need also the Chime to be able to get into Mirage Tower, so need 2 key items for that dungeon for those of you that don't know. But it's something that our runners are going to look for because there's about 50 plus chests in there. It's going to be a highly coveted area because the name of this game, especially from the FFR side, is to just get into the most chest-dense locations that you can as fast as you can.
Ooh, now the gas mask, though, that is a mostly required item.
Yeah.
There are a couple of flags which are set by default with the when you're running Timespinner on Archipelago. One of them is the Stinky Maw. The Maw is one of the bosses that you have to kill in the past in order to move forward. And with the Stinky Maw, well, you don't have gas mask, you lose oxygen. And when you're out of oxygen, you start suffocating and dying. So the gas mask will prevent that. And also, once you kill the Maw, it pollutes the present.
Yep. Dark Twinge, no O2. That's correct. Alright, so it looks like Admiral Tryhard here, following in Chanigan's footsteps, coming to the castle here, as we got our 2 runners in FFR. We got Sani and Elflin, and we got Shum heading on over to Earth Cave. I like this play. Zombie Dragon's not bad here to find. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of HP they got. Wow. Yeah, it's a big punch.
Yeah, not a pleasant hit there.
Oh, they're thick. Yeah, they're over 330 HP. That's nice to know they're there, though.
Yeah.
If you can get a few levels on the black belt, that's not bad. And gargoyles, so pass.
Yeah, gargoyles. Ugh, gargoyles. Oh boy, getting that herb out of the omelet chest. That's kind of a feels bad man moment. Yeah, unlike the herb in Final Fantasy, the herb in Timespinner is useless. Oh, though that.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Yeah. That's what I call the Upgoer 5 occasionally. Because, yes, I'm an ex-KCD dork. That is the infinite vertical movement.
Not necessarily required to beat the game, but boy, is that going to make things nice.
Yep. Shiny rock and metal wristband.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Harm 4 there, level 3 white magic as well. Pretty good there for that white mage, having Fade and Harm 4, so 2 real good sweepers there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, Harm 3 as well, a little expensive at 4K, but I mean, this white mage got some value. And there's our new Contemporary. Beautiful.
Ooh, nice.
Temper and Fast are 2 of those spells that I just really like to see in the first 4 levels, because they're just going to be very helpful endgame utility for you.
Yeah, they cover so much. So
Shum going to take the canoe and head on over to Crescent Lake area as Sawny's clearing out Marsh Cave. Looks like he's had some gold and a katana. Katana's pretty good for a thief if he brought one.
Well, and the other thing is that red mage actually has the ability to use a katana by default.
That's right. That's something I don't think we talked about just yet.
Nope. And it looks like that pedestal at the bottom of the castle was the Oxyale. So yeah, that is a definite useful thing.
Yep, another one of those items that we look for to get us into a chest-dense dungeon like Sea Shrine. A little more spread out than, say, Sky or where Shum is heading right now over toward Volcano, but definitely a nice area to get.
Yeah. It's, it's kind of the chest dense thing that nobody wants to go to because, on-rack continent,
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but if you can help it, it's one of those areas that there's a reason why we put that off as long as possible.
Yeah. I would rather do Sky personally because, Sky provides all hail Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and we see Chanigan pulling into the first of the bosses in Timespinner in the past, the twins. These are a pair of demons who feed off of drama, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their idol. Admiral Tryhard has now pulled his sash. And a crown out of Marsh for Sonny.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Going to be a turn in. It might be something good, might not be. And Sonny found a nice tile right there, though, for his black belt.
Oh, yeah. Well, if his black belt were currently,
alive,
taking a very close look at the floor.
Yeah, let's see how much. Let's see. Bane, no good. Fade goes off. That was close to maybe 8. I think he's got about 300 damage right now so far on that Agama. So somewhere between 300 and 500 with quick Twitch math.
Yeah. All right, and it looks like we got the twins dropped on Chanigan's side, though I have no idea what was sent over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see that soon enough, because it's a required boss.
Mm-hmm. And Shum gonna hit up the armory right here in Volcano.
Ooh. Now, that was kind of a big thing we just saw pulled out of Marsh Cave.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Twin Pyramid Key.
Yeah.
For those unfamiliar, what the Twin Pyramid Key allows is that allows you to travel back and forth between the past and the present. It also allows you to warp between specific gates.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope Shum is not a Team Nevermarsh.
Right. And let's see what the kindly old King Astos has for us. It was quick there on Sonny's side, so I missed it.
Well, we'll see soon enough.
Yeah. And Shum coming across the undead bird pack here. Gonna throw a few fades at him and a couple whatever else he's got. Try to pick up a level or two. And... Max Aura. That's fine.
Alright, and it looks like the present warp was in the Metropolis, which it's a pretty decent place to start.
Mm-hmm.
It's near the beginning of the game, so the enemies aren't going to just entirely wreck you. And there are some checks there, but until Admiral goes back to the left in the past and burns the vines, it's probably not going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I just saw Chanigan hint for the Twin Pyramid Key, which means I'm expecting Shum's probably going to bail out of Volcano.
Yeah, he's going to try to walk out of here and save the few levels he gained off this undead pack, and then he's going to probably head right on over to Marsh Cave, get Chanigan that TPK.
Yep, and Chanigan and, Admiral both pulling the Timespinner wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what that does, for those who are unaware, that allows you to stop time and stop enemies where they're at. Stop any projectiles where they're at. And in some instances, if you need to, you can actually use the enemy projectiles as platforms you can jump on.
Mm-hmm. Now, Shum, you're going to keep going down Volcano. I mean, this play is fine. You got a bunch more boxes down here to check. You can kill KARY for a couple shards. You got level 1 Fade, level 3 Harm 4, Ice 3 Fast. You got some stuff here, and Nuke as well. So he might be able to take out KARY if he gets the right kind of turn order.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, if he, I'm hoping that if he does go down to the KARY route, I hope that he's able to get out of it quickly, because Chanigan's rapidly going to be taking care of everything in this tower, or in the towers, and that means he'll have to actually walk back out, which is kind of a feels bad man moment. Ooh.
Yeah.
Though that crown he just received from Shum, that's kind of a nice hit.
Yeah. Volcano's got quite a few boxes, so I can understand him staying here while he's here and not wanting to come back.
Yeah, that's also a true fact.
Yeah. Dragon +4, that's something for the thief to do. It's not bad.
Yeah. It's better than the coral -1.
Yep.
And it looks like the trapped one was just a max sand bottle. I'm trying to read the red text on Shoom's screen at this point.
Yep. So we got 4 more boxes here, 5 if you count the red dragon chest, and then Shoom going to try to take on a KARY. Even if he ends up wiping here, really no big deal. Any kind of item that he got AP will be kept in the game, and if he can't kill KARY, then he probably won't miss those 2 shards.
Yeah.
So he's really not going to lose much time, but it's still going to be mildly annoying to him, I'm sure, if I know him.
Yeah, it's the loss of the level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we see Chanigan onto the second boss of the pass. This is the interim queen of the planet that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to smack some sense into her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everybody's favorite familiar there.
Yep. Yeah, Maef is the starting familiar in the game, also known as the pity familiar, because if you die pretty early on, you get Maef as a freebie.
Mm-hmm. I think in my vanilla playthrough, that's how I came across him.
Vanilla, he actually starts with you.
Well, even better.
Yeah.
All right, black shirt there in the red dragon chest, so I think that's some pretty good AoE there for, that black belt. If we Shoom, once he goes to Marsh Cave, he comes across that Agama. If it has, somewhere in the range of 300 HP, that'll be something for the black belt to do until it gets online.
Yeah. And it looks like we saw Sonny trying to do a cheeky Masamune hint, but he didn't have the hint points for it yet.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Fade goes off for the white mage, 115. Nuke goes out for the black mage, 374, much better. Punch by the black belt, 2 hits, 2 damage, that's cute. KARY hits like a kitten. We're going to swing, we're going to ice 3. No, we're not, we're going to die. We're going to punch.
Gonna try an ice 3, gonna get turned into a pile of paste.
Yeah, Fade goes out 280. 50 hits there by that dragon sword. That white mage can get another Fade off. We might be okay. Low roll 110. Not great.
Ugh, hate to see it.
Black belt takes a seat. Can we get some turn order here?
Fade come out.
And 224 down goes KARY. That's going to feel pretty good.
Yeah, Thief and White Mage now. If I recall from what you were saying earlier, I think Shoom will probably be fine running with just those 2.
Yeah, he'll be fine to kind of roll this on over to Elflin, to Reza's party. I'm not going to give away too much of our team strategy, but he has absolutely no problem, preaching the value of a thief and a white mage in these flags.
Oh yeah, with the White Mage Harmal flag on and the buff Thief agility. Oh yeah.
Yep. So Alana goes down there for Chanigan. Shoom working his way over to Marsh Cave.
Getting the security key card, which really kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, not the one we're looking for. We want to see security key card B. That's what we need to finish the game.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yep, we need security key card B and security key card D to get through the doors that are blocking everything off.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and that is a big find out of the Confused Old Men, though. That is the water mask.
Mm-hmm.
That is required to get to the last Boston past.
I wonder if Shoom... I don't think he stopped at Crescent Lake, but
yeah.
he'll probably hit that up at some point. That's a random item there for the old men to have. That's pretty good for Team Hard Rath.
Yeah, it is. It looks like Sonny either looks like he picked up his ruby and fed that to the Titan and went and got a shard out of Sarda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a thing, and at some point picked up his floater and is in the air.
Yeah, didn't see where he got that either, but I noticed it just as you did. Why he's at Sarda? Okay, he has the airship.
So yeah, I guess it wasn't the ruby. I guess it was just the ship.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Sonny gonna do what Shoom just did here and clear out Volcano. I'm interested to see what Shoom's going to do here, if he's going to sit on this Agama or not.
Yeah, he is making a beeline for chest 2, though.
Mm-hmm. With the black belt down, and I haven't noticed if they've come across a life spell for that white mage. He'll probably just note that it's here and come back for it.
Yeah, I haven't noted any of them yet.
Yeah, he got him his water mask there, or his TPK and build. Yep.
Okay. Alright, and there goes Chanigan, stopping back in here. Probably gonna hit the save point, then head on over to the left.
Mm-hmm. Well, Alana looks like he's giving Tryhard here a little bit of trouble.
Ilana, if you have really kind of garbo orbs, not to say the
Yeah.
blue orb is garbage, but he doesn't really have the equipment to give him good damage.
Right.
So whereas Chanigan had the Empire Crown and was doing, 3 additional hits per damage per hit, and was hitting up for what? Okay, that was weird. I just saw Tryhard kind of hovering there.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. And he's maybe his stream's lagging a little bit.
Yeah. Seems like it based off of the time differential between the items showing up and item actually reporting.
And there's the floater getting in the air right here for Shum. Shum, a quick glance right there. I think he has 8 shards. So it's pretty good. And he's going to head over here to Crescent Lake, going to res his party. And he'll send Chanigan that, what was here? The water mask. He'll get him that pretty quickly.
So where was that floater at? I did not notice.
I didn't notice either. I'm guessing Chanigan sent it to him from somewhere.
Okay.
Because I didn't see him pick it up. And I hope he talked to the old man because he's out of there.
Oh no, yeah. That's going to be a definite feels bad man moment. Okay, it looks like Shu might be trying to check for an overworld grind.
Gonna do a little fishing here. He's gonna come across Anklos. Not what he wants to see. Not what he wants to see there either.
Ankylos. Nobody likes those dinosaurs.
And we got some steak on the third encounter, but it's still not as tasty as that Agama that's sitting there in Marsh Cave that he did not see.
Alright, well, Chanigan just picked up his Teleria attachment. What that does is that gives you the dash. That is the other go fast button. Now, because Shum didn't send Chanigan the water mask, that might actually be a boon for him. Because the place that he got the Teleria attachment is the place you kind of go if you don't have the water mask. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Admiral does take the upper path just to avoid having to, go through the water, because really nobody likes water levels.
Iron Orb there. Something different besides the blue orbs, so that's going to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, it's still bludgeoning damage, but, it's something.
It looks like
Chanigan just going for the big hammer.
And Sawney heading over to Ordeals. Math Girl writing in chat that Ordeals 6 has the Massa, so if Shum decides to go there, he'll pick that up as well.
Yeah, I assume, I saw the hint come up for it in the client, and immediately was like, yeah, he's heading to Ordeals.
Yeah. And Spindle pick up there for Tryhard as well. I'm assuming Chanigan got that on his way in here to the Big Bird at the same time.
Nope. Chanigan does not have the stuff to get those 2 chests, because those are both underwater.
Oh, right.
Alright, and it looks like Tryhard is actually going to take the upper route rather than checking the chests in the water. Given what we know, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And here's where we're going to see Shum going right back to Crescent Lake. We just saw Chanigan hint for the water mask.
He didn't have enough points, though, to get his total, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be getting those points here very soon. He is going to the library.
Yeah.
This is a pretty chest-dense area, comparatively. This is also where you can check out some of the stuff on the backers. All right, there we go. Yeah, the Timespinner was originally a game that came from Kickstarter people, or was done via Kickstarter. So the room that Chanigan's getting into is the backer room, which just has a bunch of stuff right out the gate.
Mm-hmm. And Sawney going to pick up his Mass Moon any moment here. He looks like he already got it.
Yep. Got it and is getting the heck out of there.
Mm-hmm. And Shoom's sending Chanigan that water mask, and he's going to keep looking for encounters here outside of the desert area. Not much to speak of here. We see Ankylos. Oh, there's some blue stick. Okay, now we're cooking here.
Yeah. Or given that the steak's blue, not cooking? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're thinking warm thoughts of the steak.
Yeah. Oh, they are thick though. That's north of 700 HP so far.
That's no es bueno.
Yeah, it's about 700 to 850 HP. That's not going to matter a whole lot once you get that black belt online, but
yeah, it's going to take some time to get the black belt on the line to that point.
Yeah, Shoom going to bail on that right now. That's not bad. He's got level 13 across the board right here in his party. He's got some free checks to make here at Cardia. Sawney also coming across that blue stake and taking to death.
Yeah, blue stake ate him this time.
Yeah.
All right, Chanigan just doing a face tank way of getting through this place. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Sometimes a whole lot quicker to just face tank your way through these areas than, fight through them.
Right. So let's see. Sawney finding that blue stake again. So that looks like it's the second encounter off a hard reset here on the way to and from ordeals. It's good information to have.
Yeah, that is definitely good. Good to know, because those things are just giant piles of XP.
Yep.
Ooh. Chanigan pulling Light Wall, which is mostly a movement spell, but can be used offensively as well. And a lot of the bosses are weak to it.
I don't know if we'll see anybody pull off that neat little light wall skip here with Sash, but it's still pretty cool to see.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright, so Shoom going to do all of his key lock checks here, having his key and also having the thief pretty close to where he needs it for those. But a lot of free checks incoming here, and a couple trap tiles as well here in Castle Ordeals.
And hitting up the jackpot chest room, finding stuff that would have been useful a little bit ago, but not so much right now. Mostly I was thinking about that fire orb.
Right. Quick glance at his tracker, his screen right there. I think Shoom's up to 14 shards. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Try to get a good look at Sawney here next time he pauses to take a save. He's got his black belt down, too. Looks like he's going to 3-man this Thief, White, Black Mage. So, not the worst play in the world. He's got that Massa. This will work pretty good, especially with the evasion on the Thief.
I do like the Thief, Black, White party with this flag set. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it looks like 9 orbs right there for Sawney. So, a little behind on the orb count, but this is very close still because it's anybody's game once we start going.
All right. Chanigan hinting for the spindle, not having enough points yet. So I think he's probably going to beat up the Maw, which, not really a hard thing to do. And I'm wondering if he's going to go do the underwater checks or if he is going to head to the present and check. So if he does the underwater checks, he'll find them. Ooh, and it looks like Admiral Tryhard hinted for the security keycard D. That is D is Delta, which is needed to get out of the library. And that's hiding in Earth Cave on Earth Cave Floor 2.
Okay.
But Mirage holds the defense sword, it seems.
Yeah, no chime or cube here for Shoom, so he's not going to get in there till much later on.
And Chanigan had just absolutely bodied the Maw. And with that has poisoned the present.
2 ribbons here for Shoom as well that he picked up at some point.
Oh boy.
Not much to speak of here in ways of items in Temple of Fiends revisited, or Temple of Fiends not revisited yet because we're not in the past.
Yep. And it looks like Chanigan is going the way that does... Well, I'm hoping he's just going to hit up this check, which is known as Water Hook, and then we'll be going to the other side to get those checks, because we know that that's where the cube is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Looks like that's what he's doing. I was worried that he was orphaning these chests.
Like, shoot, I'm gonna head to Onrak Continent area, gonna hit up Waterfall, and he's got that Oxio.
Yeah. Right, Chanigan's just about to send that cube on over. Finding out that the underwater items are both garbage. At least on the left side.
There's security keycard D there for Admiral Tryhard.
And Chanigan taking the free teleport back to the base, i.e. rescuing the people. Oh, Tryhard doubling back now after he killed the Maw to get the water checks. But Tryhard does not actually have the free teleport because he used it earlier, so he's going to have to use a warp shard or run on over to the warp gate. Chanigan was thinking about going down to check the other sides of the Caves of Banishment and deciding, nah. Looks like there was some cash in that one, and I can't quite make it out.
Yeah, soft potion.
Alright, though, Timespinner Gear 2 from the Cube bot. That is a definitive need.
Mm-hmm. So Shum gonna send that over if he already did, because he just did Waterfall, so that's pretty good for Team Carry On.
Yep. And Chanigan getting the nether orbs as well, which they're like the blue orbs, but better.
Mm-hmm.
They go a little bit faster, they hit a little bit harder, and they have a little proc that happens sometimes. And Chanigan about to get his spindle, because, well, it's down in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And that Shadow Seal, that is an end game ring.
Mm-hmm.
What that does is the less hit points you have, the more damage you deal.
And there's Spindle for Chanigan.
Yeah. And checking to see if he had the hit points to find where the last gear is, and discovering that he doesn't, unfortunately.
Shum gonna clear out Mermaid's side here. A bunch of free checks, so this is fine.
Now I have to wonder if Shum's gonna be the do the right thing and carbonate Bubbles or not.
We can only hope, right?
I know, right? I mean, Bubbles, you have to carbonate her.
Mm-hmm. I will disagree with you when it comes to sparing the Hooray Dwarf from his, life of one word, but Bubbles, she always got to go.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Oh, all right. Save the frames. Sure. I disagree.
Yeah. Well, he killed that one at least.
Yeah.
And then just like, all right, I got my stuff. I'm out.
I like that play. It looks like I think he's up to 19 shards right now as well. So he's a Kraken kill to get in 23. He maybe can pick up a couple more on the way down. So that's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot Tryhard hadn't killed the twins yet.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if Chanigan didn't hit up that under the twins check, because Admiral Tryhard just got his crown out of that. Which the Eternal Crown is... excuse me. It is one of the best endgame hats.
Oh, and look who it is.
Boots!
Gonna smack him with a hammer.
Yep. Janigan hitting the upper lake desolation checks. Now, these checks you can only get after you have burned those vines in the past. Because if you don't, then they turn into large woody things.
Another weapon there for Shoom. I think that's 3, maybe. That's pretty good.
It's not too bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and now we see Treyhard taking on the Golden Idol, which this is just going to be a laugh at this point. I mean, he's got a bit more levels, he does have at least some gear, and yeah, he's using the Nether Orb and just tearing the Golden Idol apart.
Merchant Crow there, and a Pyro Ring.
That's not bad at all. Merchant Crow is one of my favorite familiars, because, you know, I like the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and so it looks like the Timespinner gear is somewhere in his own world.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know where, because I didn't see it.
Oh, Mathgar pointing out Empire Orb there for Admiral Tryhard.
Oh, yeah. It came from the military soldier bridge. And Chanigan doesn't have the hint points to look... Oh. Oh, my. So I just got a notice of where that Gear 3 is. Gear 3 is Dad's courtyard.
Oh.
Yeah, which that means you have to go a little bit beyond where we normally see them at.
Hmm.
Looks like Chanigan's probably going to go down and do some checks in... Actually, I don't think he has the A key card. Haven't seen that come in. Probably going to go do the stuff that's in the lower area here.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, this is actually giving Tryhard a bit more of a... giving him a chance to get a bit of a lead on him.
Alright, so we got a Kraken pull here for Shoom. Gonna throw out Fades and Stun on the Black Mage there. I think maybe there was a hold spell or something. I'm not sure what. Gear 4 goes out at just the right time after he comes out of it.
Magic timing in FFR.
Yep, you gotta love it.
Yep.
Alright, so Fades and Nukes going off. Punch by the Black Belt. Gonna tickle. 3 hits, 3 damage. Fade goes out. 214, not bad. Swing by that Dragon Sword. 3 hits, 83. Dark comes out. Does dark things. Nuke goes out. 352, down goes Kraken. Another 4 shards there for Shoom. That puts him somewhere in the 20 range, either 23 or 24, depending on how many he found on the way down as well. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and, you know, it's at least taken care of, and you don't have to worry about the microwaved squid anymore.
Mm-hmm. And it's 25 shards right there. So he's 7 short. If he had his chime, he'd be able to just go right on up through Sky. And
oh my.
Yeah, where was that chime? Because we're gonna need that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either gonna have to be, or either gonna have to go to Sky Palace and grab this stuff, or just finish up the game.
Yeah.
Which, given where Tryhard is, I think he's probably told Sonny at this point, yeah, I'll just finish the game. Mm-hmm. You'll get it soon.
Mm-hmm.
Chanigan checking to see if he can do any checks in the past or the present. And seeing that he has none.
Here's the Gear 3 for Tryhard.
Yeah. This is kind of a feels bad man moment.
Yeah.
Though it does look like Shum is in Earth Cave.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, to answer the question for you, Dark Twinge, finishing sends all of the items from checks you have not done over to your partner. Or if you're in a multi-person, multi-world, it sends them out to whoever has them, or whoever needs them. I wonder where Chanigan's heading to. Ah, Math Girl pointing out that Ordeals is where the chime came from as well.
Thank you, Math Girl. So Ordeal's having the Massa and the Chime.
Yep. Yep, and there's that D card that Chanigan needs. He's heading right back into the library and gonna go probably check the, oh, not checking the storage room, just going. Whereas we've seen Admiral Tryhard has just broken the timeline into itty bitty bits. Killing a major player in the history kind of messes up things.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Chanigan did pick up that B card somewhere along the way as well. No idea where, because I didn't see where it was on either player's screen. But now Chanigan is just in the absolute, like, alright, I will open chests along the way, and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
But here we see Tryhard hitting the pyramid at the end of time.
I think I saw 14 shards there for Sony on his side. So a shard lead for Shum here, but that's all going to be pretty moot in about 4 minutes here once Tryhard finishes.
Yeah. Del Tryhard's been running, or been noticing how I do my pyramid runs as well, because he's got the same breakpoints where I stop.
Mm-hmm.
And an Empress Robe right before he's pulling into the end boss. Not a bad thing.
It looks like Shum heading on over to. Okay, he's. Oh, I don't think he's hinted for his loot yet.
No, he hasn't. But he's hitting up that blue stake grind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's got to feel that when Chanigan finishes here, that he's going to send it to him. He's going to be a little disappointed.
Yeah. At least he will know, though, when he doesn't get the chime, that it's in his own world.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we see Phase 1 of the Sandman fight taken care of. Moving on to Phase 2, where Sandman just turns into an hourglass and starts throwing things at you. It's kind of a... it can be difficult the first time you get to it, but after you've played the game for a while, you'll learn to know the patterns. You just take care of it without even thinking. Chanigan now remembering he has the Shadow Seal. Gonna be probably face tanking some stuff and then just going from there. And we see Admiral Tryhard now going to beat on a dead horse. This is Nightmare. Looks like he's just tossing out a whole bunch of light walls. Just gonna let those take damage down. Looks like he's only going light wall. He's not even bothering to attack. Whereas Chanigan has just taken out Blob Mom. Gonna go back, save, go get his go get his last gear, and he'd probably be about 3 to 4 minutes behind.
Tiamat pull here for Sony. Gonna throw out some defense swords. Blizzard. Ooh, that's a big blizzard there.
Tossing out some Bane and hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and get your exclamation marks out in chat for Admiral Tryhard, finishing up his game at 43 minutes and 19 seconds. GG's.
GG's, Admiral Tryhard. And looks like he got sent quite a few orbs there, or shards, but not quite enough. I think he has 6, 12, 18, 22, I think, so far.
Yeah, I couldn't see. It was too fast for my eyes. And
yeah.
oh my, 22 concussions. So
Mm.
each time when you're with Timespinner, each time you're using the sash and you ram your head into the ceiling, that gets you a concussion. Alright, and here we see Chanigan now taking on Proto-Dad. This is your dad, long before he actually becomes your dad. So what happens if you kill your dad in the past? You're gonna break the timeline.
Mm-hmm. Sonny going back up the tower, going to climb and throw himself at Tiamat again, hoping for some better luck this time. And I think with a few more party members up, he should have it.
Yeah, probably will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, and we see the time shattered on Chanigan's side, and moving on now. And it looks like Admiral Tryhard is just has loaded himself back into the game and just going to a place for the soundtrack that I know, or for the song that in the soundtrack that I know that he really likes.
A certified banger, if you will.
Yep.
Okay, so chewing on this blue stake here. It's full of a lot of HP, so he's got to get that black belt a little bit higher level. Once he gets 21, it'll be better, but I don't think he's going to be one-shotting that guy till he gets to 32.
Yeah.
And level 15 there for Sony on his party. That's still fairly low as well.
See, Chanigan is running with the Flame Orbs and the Infernal Flame spell, so it looks like he's just going to burn down Sandman, which, perfectly viable strategy. Sandman is weak to fire. We'll see if he goes for Toe Tap. Nope. Okay. Not sure if he's using the Shadow Seal or not. It looks like he is. So one thing that you can do when you're playing Timespinner, if you're hitting if you're running the Shadow Seal, if you want to start off damaged, you can just barely tap the save point. It'll save, but it won't fill your hit points up fully, which means you can come in and start doing some massive damage just right out the bat.
Sony looks like he took a wipe there on the way again, heading back up to Tia again for a third time.
And it looks like Chanigan took it a little bit too far against Nightmare, and actually died there. Sometimes those rocks, they'll just knock you right through him, and if you're not quick on freezing time when you're smacked by Sandman, it's a little bit worse than it could be. But he is doing some decent damage. Sandman in itself has, I want to say, about 5,000 hit points, and transitions about halfway through, so yeah, he's making progress. Do have to be careful with some of those spells, though, because Infernal Flames is one that'll lock you in place, and a lot of attacks just will not give you the time to finish the cast before they hit you.
Alright, so back on the Bridge of Destiny here for Sony. Gonna throw himself at Tiamat again, running into some metal slimes, gonna nuke him down.
Can't say I hate him for nuking down the slimes. I mean, they are full of XP as well.
And there's level 15 again for him. If you can get through Tiamat this time, it's gonna go a long way to helping him with his orb count, but Tiamat's proven a little stubborn here.
Yeah. Alright, and there is Chanigan finishing off his Sandman, moving on to Nightmare. It looks like Chanigan's gonna go Light Wall and maybe Blue Orb strats. This is a fairly common strategy as well, where you put out some light walls so you damage him, and then you also, jump up on top of him and keep punching him, because why not?
Mm-hmm. So he's changing his approach a little bit here. Gonna throw out some walls and, try to get melee down here with that thief with that massa.
Oof, Blizzard came out. Looks like it dropped the Black Mage already.
And there's damage poison.
Oof.
He's got a power bonk, though, so he's got tempers. And actually saber for days, so that's good. Thunder, too. Wow, Tia just... Ooh, Blizzard, Thunder, and damage poison. That's not great for a party with the levels that he has right here. He can get through, but that's still a little dicey.
And get your GGs and or exclamation marks out in chat for Chanigan, finishing up at 49.38. Sending out a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm assuming Shum got the shards he needs, but he's going to be a little disappointed to not see that loot in that bundle.
Yeah.
And Sony gets through Tia on that time. So let's see. Sony needs another 6 shards here.
Chanigan, 31 concussions, just ramming her head into the ceiling over and over.
Mm-hmm. Shum knows where the loot is, Math Girl? Okay, good. So Shum just getting his levels here. Sony gonna do the same. Let's see. Last I saw, Shum was about 24, 25. Let's see where he's at this time.
Shaylo mentioning it. Yeah, not going to talk about the seed where he had 125 bonks.
So 28 on the thief and the black belt. Pretty good. Once he hits 32, he'll be taking out that T-Rex in one shot. So
yeah, well, hopefully he will be.
Mm-hmm.
Then I expect he'll probably hint for his loot and maybe hint for his chime if he has the hint points.
That is a super thick T-Rex, too. That's well north of 800 HP.
Yeah. It looks like Sonny is diving into Earth, hoping to find, or Earth Sea, hoping to find his shards, and, well, also probably going to punch himself a fish.
Mm-hmm. And I think Shum is either 1 shard short or he has his required amount, so...
He's close either way.
Mm-hmm. Math Girl, our tracker. Shout out to Math Girl for doing the tracking for us tonight, saying he is 1 short.
Boy, 4 hits, 419, 5 hits, 590. All right, well, they're between the two of them, they're doing some work.
Yeah, they're meleeing him down. It's funny to see that thief swinging that dragon sword +5 for doing that kind of damage.
Yep, and it looks like Shum may be heading on over towards Ordeals.
Yeah, he knows he's got to pick up his chime there to get his loot in Sky, so no time like the present. I believe Sony is 6 shards short, so he's a Kraken kill and 2 shards on the way down, which he probably will find. I don't know how many were here.
Give me a moment. I'm actually realizing that we do have a functioning client for the left team. It's just on it's on Shum's, not Chanigan's. So I'm gonna try and fix that up right quick.
There's 1 shard for Sony on his way down, so I think he's 1 more and a Kraken kill short.
Yeah, you know the phrase, screw it, we'll do it live? Yeah.
And we got some mummies here bullying Shum.
Oh, no.
He's got a mage stick. If he can get some good turn order here, he can get through.
Ooh, boy.
Okay. We gonna punch? No, we're gonna mage stick again. That's fine.
Just throw more fire out. Eventually they'll burn. There we go.
Hey, there's his crime. That's good. And he gets his massa too. Why not?
Yeah, a little bit of a late pickup, but you know. Alright, and we see that Kraken pull. Sonny going with the alternate color palettes, getting an interesting Kraken.
It looks like a tie-dye Kraken here. Very 70s, very retro. I like it.
Also could be seen as a Kraken covered in blood.
I like your way of putting it much better.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, after you get bodied that hard by a Kraken, yeah. Alright, so we know Shum's got his chime, he's got his cube, he's probably heading on over to Sky. I don't know if he hinted for the loot yet, but I don't believe he did.
Mathgirl said he knows where it is, so I gotta think that he probably has by now, the way he was taking those levels.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Depends on what he does right here.
May have done it earlier when I was on the wrong client.
And let's see. I think that puts Sawney either in go mode or one shard short. Yes, Kraken does give... Kraken himself doesn't give the 4 shards, but stepping on the tile which lights the orb does give 4.
Alright, and it looks like Shum going back into Earth to fight the zombie Ds there.
Probably going to be a little faster than doing the T-Rex.
Doing the Overworld, yeah.
Yeah. This is fine. Like he'll get his levels here pretty quick. Every 2 zombie Ds, I think, will give him somewhere in the realm of 8,000 to 9,000 XP. So it's going to be a little slower than the T-Rex in general, but it'll still be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and then you don't have to waste the time walking back and forth. You just walk up, walk down, walk up, walk down. All right, and it looks like that there was a ribbon that came out of the Elflin chests, as well as that mage rod. So that's where one of the ribbons Shum has came from. And apparently both dwarves just holding on to max HP for the Timespinner.
Sawney doing his key lock checks here. Saling's Bangle, that would have been a little useful earlier, but it's done now.
Yep.
Still missing that 1 shard, though.
Gonna go check the Royal Treasury and hope for something, anything. Shum pulling up to level 35, though. JLo pointing out in chat that if the screens are being read correctly, both are missing 1. Finding no shards there.
Yeah, all the free checks here that are key locked were pretty stingy.
Yep. Make it the play into Volcano, hoping and hoping and hoping to find something. I don't remember, or I don't know if there were any shards in here, but this is, or he may just be going in down to kill KARY.
Yeah, it's quicker here to just kill KARY, I think.
Yeah. To listen closely, you could actually hear the clicking and grinding of the gears in my brain as I realized what was going on. This is gonna be a close one because, like, Sonny might be hitting Topher earlier, but he doesn't have the levels.
Yeah, we'll see. That Massa and that Bonk and the defense sword can get him through.
Yeah. Yeah, but Shum, once he hits Topher, he's just gonna stomp on through it.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fast.
And Shum Bobby just checking to see how many hit points he had, and yes, he does know where the loot is.
Mm-hmm.
Sky Palace 27 is... I think that's in the 6-pack on Sky 3.
Mm-hmm, I think you're right. And there's level 42, so he's going to go pick it up.
Yep, and Sonny is making his first Toph dive. Are we going to see Toph being the great equalizer, or are we going to see Sonny actually finish up on the first run?
Mm-hmm.
Shorten Topher, I forgot. Been running too many different flag sets. Now, that being said, Sonny does have kind of low hit point values on everybody, so if...
Yeah, there's low.
Shum,
what does he have?
I know what Shum's doing.
Oh,
he's gonna go grab it,
smart.
reset, and then come right back.
Okay, all right. I've been playing with this guy for 8-9 months now. My co-op partner here. He does things every now and again that still amaze me.
Yeah, I will fully admit I would not have thought about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
me neither.
It looks like KARY took out the Black Mage on Sonny's side. I'm not sure if Sonny has picked up any life spells, though.
I don't think so.
Oh, life 2 at level 6.
Oh, okay. Then he's good.
Yeah, we're just going to see Shum stomping on through here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably warping or exiting out. Fire 3 coming out from Kraken, doing some damage to that Thief, though. But it looks like the mages are both ribboned up. Ooh.
Oh, Kraken throwing out a Bane.
Yeah. Black Mage waving the white flag of please don't kill me, the white T. Ooh, nuclear.
And low roll on the white mage, though. Okay.
Yeah. But fairly high roll on that black mage, and that thief is not looking happy right now.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, that's...
Yeah, that's got some lucky evade there.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning 2, high roll on the thief, and down it goes.
Alright, so we're going to throw out harm 4s and fades and hope we get it here.
Yep. Oh, Kraken goes no.
Yep. Sit down, Kraken says.
Yep. Kraken doing non-normal Kraken things and, not killing the white mage first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the last shard that he needs, and there's the loot.
Alright, so Shum going to head on in.
Yep. Getting lost in his inventory and going, where's my loot? Lich trying to play and actually hitting the white mage or the black mage. How cute.
Dueling liches, and there's the power of the black belt, though. Shum, very little resistance there.
Yeah.
Ooh, KARY 2 has that nuclear down, and that's okay. Resets out.
Must have ended the black mage. Because I don't. I don't.
Kill the white mage and the black mage.
Ooh. Trying to keep that black mage a little safer, maybe. Open. Getting up fast, going out now.
Look at some turn order. Fast goes out. There we go. Big punch.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
That KARY is a stain on the floor.
And white mage goes down again, but we were on Kraken that time, so it's okay. We still got our black mage up. And Lightning 2 comes out from Tia 2 as Sony pulls Kraken 2. 16 hits, lots of damage. Down goes Tia 2, and Shum on to Chaos.
I expect this Chaos is going to be academic at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I do too. I think this will be fast, punch, and quick and easy. Sony throwing out fades and nukes, and Sony gets through Kraken. Okay, that's big.
All right.
Shroom Bobby pulled here. We got a swing. We got Lightning 2 from Chaos. That's fine. Punch by the black belt. Penance 449. A little bit of absorb here on Chaos, but that's fine. The crits will get there now that we got the fast out. We're going to temper. Swing. 5 hits 94. Temper goes off. Hits the black belt. Punch. 17 hits 1000 damage. There's the nuclear.
Holy crap.
Wow. Okay. 3 HP left on that black mage. Can we get another temper off? 17 hits, 1200 damage. Lightning 2 kills the black mage, but I don't think it's going to matter. It should be one more round. Thief going to swing, 4 hits, 4 damage. Nuke comes out from Chaos. Okay.
Ooh, boy.
And big pinch, 19 hits, 1200 damage. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for Shroom Bobby, who finishes with a race time, .gg time of...
Let me see here.
1 hour, 6 minutes, 28
seconds. GG's.
GG's. And Sony about to pull Chaos as well.
GG's, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
GG's.
So, whilst you both finished... both finished on screen before the other one finished. Looks like probably, unless there's a wipe here to Chaos, it's probably going to go to them just because of the difference in the Timespinner seeds, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's a thing that exists.
Yeah. Yeah. But still, this is only your first loss, so y'all are still in it.
All right, so we got Tempers and Bonks going out for Sony. 10 hits, 686. Not too bad by that Thief. Tornado. We did not see that from Chaos.
Ooh, boy.
All right, and Viz 2 goes off. We got a swing. Cure 4. Timely Cure 4 there. Swirl. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
All right, 10 hits, 994. We're just going to hold A and pray. Crack goes out and misses. Another swing. 9 hits, 1200 damage. Big swing. 10 hits, 743 damage. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for Sony Rath, who finishes with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 7 seconds.
GG's. Dragging everybody else in, so GG's, guys. It looks like your combined times came up as the following. Team Hardrath, 1 hour, 51 minutes, 26 seconds. Team Carry On My Wayward Sons, 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one came out pretty close, so GG's to all.
GG's, guys.
GG's.
Good game.
GG's. Holy crap.
Bit of a clincher there on that Chaos, eh, Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a massive clincher, but at that point I had 4 temper stacks, not including the bonk. Might have been 3 temper stacks and then the bonk, but even still, hitting for 900 to 1200 with the crits, that saved my bacon severely.
Mm.
And I'm just sitting here sweating with him, like,
Yeah, this one was just some minor differences in routing that ended up being the
Yeah.
being the
Mhm.
decider there.
Got a
Mhm.
little excited. I got my little boat. I wanted it in the river system. I should have just stayed there so I can get in the sky.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So
But, yeah, this was a fun one.
Yeah, and yeah, this means, let me see here. This brings Hard Rath to a 3-0 record and puts you guys at a 3-1. So you both still in it. Hard Rath's going to be very likely moving on to the finals now. I didn't have the details on, or I didn't have much of a hand in writing the rules for this one. I was mostly just there to do this stuff, proctor the rooms, etc.
I mean, it's a good thing to do.
I made an offhanded joke to Shoom Bobby earlier today.
Oh no, I appreciated it. I definitely appreciated it. And thank you for making me not have to worry about what happens in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we all can take this take the banter lightheartedly, because oh boy, it's fun racing, yo.
It really was a blast racing you guys.
Well, thank you all, and I guess next time, maybe if there is a next time, Luffy gets to take the spot and hit you back.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I got to get pretty observant on how you guys do things, so I'm coming for you next time if I get the chance.
Just add luck is our strat.
Our strat is literally just add luck, and that's exactly what happens.
A little dash of Celestial Sash and a little sprinkle of luck, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been doing so much stuff right now that I can't brain on questions.
It was a pretty great race. Shoom was taking levels on that T-Rex that just had a monstrous amount of HP, and then you finished off on the zombie decent Earth, which was smart. But I do like that little play you made there, saving a Temple of Fiends, going and pick up your loot, and then just resetting back. That was pretty savvy there. I liked that move.
I liked it too, but it didn't work enough. It didn't save me 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough break, but I mean that doesn't detract from how you guys raced tonight. You raced very well. I am proud of my teammates. We move on next week no matter what, and we'll see what happens. It'll be fine.
Yep.
But winners tonight, Team Hard Rath. So, what did you guys think of the seeds there overall, Sawney? What were your thoughts there as you were trying to punch your way and bane your way through Tia there a couple of times?
So, the first encounter with Tia, it literally came down to, oh god, I need to Bane Sword Tia because I'm not doing enough damage, and then I die. The second time around, things went a lot better because I refined my strategy. But I did wipe on the way to Tia because of Trance into Zap Nachos.
Ooh.
Mm.
I did not notice those.
Yeah, it was Trance into Zap, and I also had an accidental reset in Topher.
Yeah, your second dive.
I went to adjust in my chair, and I have my power and reset bound to X and Y on my Wii Classic controller.
Oh.
And I hit X.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I got my power and reset bound to buttons that I very likely will not hit accidentally. I used to have them bound to L and R. That was a dumb idea.
Yeah, I can't bind mine to ZL and ZR because I hit LR, ZL, and ZR in rhythm with the music.
Yeah, I have mine set to start and select, basically. But yeah, I have no brain for questions right now. Do you got anything else you want to ask, Loof?
No, like I said, it was a really great race to watch there. Really great competitiveness by both teams. Congratulations to Team Hard Rath moving on next week. And my teammates will reconvene. We'll pick it up and we'll see what happens. There's still some racing out there to be done. And this has been a really great tournament so far. Thank you to everybody who's been putting this on. Thank you to Deadpulse and Hate and Danny. I mean, I guess you can throw myself in there. I kind of help a little bit, but it's mostly you guys that have done this. And shout out to Hate for joining me in chat tonight. Shout out to Math Girl for tracking, FFR Randomizer on Twitch for hosting us. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it looks like we also have an update on the other race that was going on tonight. Looks like I haven't totally totaled the times yet, but it looks like we have Xeno and Spellzap, the Robe and Wizard Hat team, triumphing over over Gregly Puff and Wef Jebster.
Oh, GG's to them.
Yeah.
GG's to them indeed.
Chanigan had to step away there, but we'll toss it around for final thoughts here. Why don't we start out with our winners on stream, Admiral Tryhard and Sonny Rath, Team Hard Rath. Thoughts and what's going on for next week?
Yeah. Well, for this race, we came in with the strat, and that strat was to enable me to finish to give Sonny as big of a buffer as we could. And well, that's exactly what happened. I was really happy with that. Really happy for Sonny clenching that out because I too was clenched.
Yeah, I was at that point that I could have turned coal into diamonds with any muscles in my body. I was so clenched during that chaos fight. Oh my gosh. Bluefy, Shum, and Chanigan, if you're listening in, you guys got this. Like, you all are good. We had to bring our A game. We had to really go deep into the lab and figure out some sort of strategy for taking you guys on because we know how strong of a team you three are. That put a good bit of fear into me, which is what led me to go to the lab and really figure things out so that way we could develop this strat. It was very inspiring. So I have no other words to say than you guys got this.
Yeah, we beat the raid boss, Sonny.
Kick some butt next round because I know you guys can with ease.
Oh, well, I appreciate all the kind words, definitely. I'd love to see you all again in the finals. Hopefully we can claw our way back. But otherwise, yeah, thank you everyone for the restream, the comms, the definitely the challenge, and the tournament as a whole. I've been having a blast playing this. Every race it gets a little bit tighter. The day moves a little bit slower while my heart races the whole time, and so this was no exception. It was a lot of fun to build up ourselves and to go into this with what do I do if it's a black belt and then still not execute as well as we needed to. But it was definitely a challenge worth taking.
I may have rolled y'all forced black belt, forced red mage, but at least I also rolled you level 1 fade.
Yeah.
Hate seeds have varied for us wildly.
They really have.
Yeah, you take the good with the bad when Hate rolls some seeds. He's had some doozies out there, so.
I won't mention anything Fire 3 imps or Quad X Gurimps.
We don't speak of that madness.
I mean, at least it wasn't nuke imps.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yet.
But I mean,
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Finals?
Yes.
But yeah, so I guess we'll wrap things up here. I've been talking a lot, so hey, my co-com, my buddy, any final thoughts? You want to take us out?
Yeah, go ahead and I'll take us home. So, thanks to Berserker for putting up the funding for this tournament. There is actually a cash prize coming up for the end of this. Thanks to both the teams for running and putting on a good show. And if you enjoyed what you saw, go toss them a follow, because I think they kind of deserve it after going through these shenanigans. And if you liked what you saw with respect to the Final Fantasy part, come join us on our Discord. We can get you all kinds of info there. If you have questions or like what you're seeing with respect to the multi-world, you go to archipelago.gg for information on that, and there's a link to their Discord there. And if you want to learn more about Timespinner, I don't have the website specifically for it off the top of my head, but you can, Google Timespinner or go to the Steam page and find a Discord link there, as well as their homepage. And thanks to Luffy for volunteering to jump in the booth for me, with me, whatever. And thanks to Math Girl for trying to track on this thing. I kind of messed up a little bit on having the wrong Archipelago client up and running, and that's my bad.
And he started the stream 10 minutes early for us as well, so we got some time to chat and have fun.
Yeah. At least the YouTube, at least when this gets exported to YouTube, that'll probably get cut as well, because, yeah.
What? There's not the 10 minutes of banter?
There was plenty of 10 minutes of banter going on, but it's fine.
Yeah. Let's just say tonight was not my smartest of nights. But yeah, with that, thanks everyone for coming and giving your time to us as well. And with that, I will bid you all a good night and adieu.